Have you ever wondered if feeling angry is harmful or if it's actually useful, just that we don't know how to use it properly? Imagine a kettle on the stove. The water is boiling and the steam needs to escape. If you close the vent, the kettle explodes. Anger works similarly to that steam. Today, you'll discover the truth that no one tells you, what anger really does to your body, when it becomes a problem, and how to turn that fire into something that propels you forward instead of burning you. Stick with me. It'll be practical, simple, and straightforward.
Anger is human, and that's normal. Everyone feels it, from the neighbor to the soccer star, from the mom to the CEO. It arises when you perceive a threat, injustice, or frustration. Your body reacts in seconds. Your heart races, muscles get ready to act, and your thoughts go on alert. But here's what few know. Anger has an evolutionary function. Our ancestors needed it to survive, to face predators, protect their families, and fight for resources. Nowadays, we don't have saber-toothed tigers, but our brains still react as if we do. The problem is that our predators now are annoying bosses, heavy traffic, and arguments on social media. Now, here's the crucial question. Does anger by itself do harm? The straightforward answer is it depends.
When it's brief and controlled, it can protect you. It's a signal that something needs to change. But when it becomes routine, with constant outbursts, bottled resentment, or hurtful behavior, that's when real problems begin. What happens to your body when anger takes over? When you get angry, your body releases adrenaline and cortisol, hormones that prepare you to take action. This helps in real danger, to run, defend someone, or escape an abusive situation. But let's talk about what no one explains. What happens when this response is activated constantly? Your sympathetic nervous system goes into fight or flight mode several times a day. Result? Your body lives as if it's at war.
Symptoms appear slowly. Chronic muscle tension, especially in the neck and shoulders, digestive issues because the body diverts energy from digestion to the muscles, a weakened immune system, making you more susceptible to colds and infections, impaired sleep quality because it's hard to relax when you're always on high alert. The problem is that if this response stays active frequently, your body suffers from chronic stress, insomnia, pain, high blood pressure, and mood deterioration. Furthermore, relationships and work may be affected. Studies show that people living with chronic anger have a 19% higher chance of developing heart disease.
The types of anger you need to know. Not all anger is the same. There are at least 4 main types. Reactive anger. It's the immediate explosion. Someone cuts you off in traffic and you shout. It's intense, but passes quickly. Constructive anger. You see an injustice and channel your outrage to do something about it. This is the anger that drives activists and reformers. Chronic anger. It's the resentment that lingers. You hold on to grievances, remember past situations, and fuel irritation. This is the most toxic. Passive-aggressive anger. It doesn't explode directly, but it sabotages, makes sarcastic comments, and forgets important commitments. It's destructive because it slowly corrodes relationships. Myths that misguide us about anger. Myth 1. Shouting it out helps. Not always. Research shows that yelling can heighten emotions and create more conflict. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire. Myth 2. Those who don't explode are weak. Not true. Controlling anger isn't about swallowing it, it's about transforming it. People who know how to manage their emotions are viewed as stronger and more trustworthy. Myth 3. Anger is always about the other person. Quite often, internal triggers are at play. Lack of sleep, hunger, fatigue, old behavioral patterns learned in childhood. Myth 4. It's better to keep it to yourself. Totally false. Bottling up anger can lead to depression, anxiety, and even larger explosions in the future.
Practical tools to avoid burning out. Techniques you can use today. Name what you feel. Saying, "I'm angry," can decrease the intensity by up to 50%. By naming an emotion, you activate the prefrontal cortex, which helps regulate the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for intense emotional reactions. 4-4-4 breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering adrenaline and creating space for clear thinking. Smart timeout. Remove yourself for 10 to 20 minutes when you feel an outburst coming. Use this time to walk, drink water, or write down your thoughts. Let others know, "I need some time to calm down. We can continue this conversation in 20 minutes." Controlled physical movement. 5 to 10 minutes of intense exercise, jumping rope, short runs, push-ups, helps metabolize adrenaline and cortisol. It's not about hitting something. It's about channeling energy constructively. Cognitive reappraisal. Ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a month, a year? Changing the narrative you tell yourself significantly reduces the intensity of anger. Assertive communication. Instead of attacking, describe the behavior and request a change. For example, "When you interrupted my presentation, I felt disrespected. Can you wait for me to finish next time?" This increases the chance of resolving the issue without escalating.
How to transform anger into productive fuel. Think of people who channeled their anger for a cause. Martin Luther King, Jr. turned racial outrage into a civil rights movement. Serena Williams used criticism and bias to become one of the greatest tennis players in history. Malala transformed her anger about not being able to study into global activism for education. You can do something similar. Identify the energy of anger and channel it into productive action. Writing, improving a situation at work, training harder, learning a new skill, starting a project you've always postponed. The difference lies in the choice. Will you be fuel or will you be consumed by the fire? When to seek professional help. If your anger results in physical or verbal violence, social isolation, using alcohol or drugs to cool down, or if you always regret your outbursts afterward, it's time to seek help. Therapy, support groups, or professional guidance are not signs of weakness, they're smart tools. Other important signs. If you lose friendships due to anger, if coworkers avoid you, if family members walk on eggshells around you, if you yell at children or pets, or if you break objects during arguments.
Long-term strategies. Develop an anger diary. Write down situations that irritate you, how you reacted, and what you could have done differently. This creates self-awareness and makes patterns clearer. Practice daily gratitude exercises. Grateful people have lower cortisol levels and get irritated less easily. Improve your sleep quality. Poor sleepers are 60% more likely to react with anger to everyday situations. And set clear boundaries. Often, anger arises because we say yes when we mean no, or we fail to communicate our needs. Practical summary. Anger is not an automatic villain. It's a powerful signal and energy. The problem arises when you let it be the voice that makes decisions for you. Action plan. Stop, take a deep breath, count to 10. Think, name the emotion, reevaluate the situation. Act, communicate assertively or channel energy into something constructive. If you practice this a few times a week, you'll see a difference in 30 days. Less guilt, more control. Less explosion, more genuine connection with people. Now, I want to know from you, when was the last time anger caught you off guard?
share in the comments. And if you want, describe how you reacted. Your experience might help someone going through the same situation. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to not miss upcoming content, and share it with someone who struggles with their own anger. Like if you want more videos with practical exercises and real examples of how to handle tough emotions. Remember, feeling angry is human. Learning to use anger is power. The difference between those who destroy themselves and those who grow lies in the ability to transform inner fire into constructive energy. See you in the next video. And until then, take a deep breath and remember, you have the power to choose how to use your emotional energy.